I am filled with the fire and the delight and joy and honor of being together with us, with each one of us. Because we have the power in our hands to literally bring a major shift in the state of human experience simply by being attuned and being presenced by the trustworthy, beautiful, reliable, angelic ancestry who are right with us right now. We are just created a little lower than our ancestors at this point. When somebody leaves this sphere of things, apparently they go in this direction. So we're just a little lower. But we are created to be in the perfect place to honor and fulfill the purposes for which any true ancestor came into this world. And that is really, is it not, to remember why we came. Why we came. So with great compassion and understanding of the state of things in the world the way it is, let us acknowledge the fact that we were born for this. We were born for the mission of emissaries of divine light, no matter where we come from, no matter who we have affiliation with, which is the spiritual regeneration and rejuvenation of the consciousness of humanity, because we are receiving the flow of the Spirit of life itself under the inspiration of the Spirit of God. So let's stay present and open to the greater presence of ourselves and the stability and peace-giving presence of our angelic family or heavenly family who are right here, right now. But there was a disruption in the flow of things, as we well know. It doesn't really matter whether it was 28,000 years ago or yesterday. The fact is, the disruption is exactly what it was when it happened. And that was a turning away from the presence of the Lord God, divine being for this world and this magnificent garden planet. So let's in this moment begin to acknowledge that, yes, there's been a disruption, there's been a fragmentation, there's been suffering and pain, there will be still that harvest, that consequence to deal with. And we feel these things, but that our hearts and minds are returning to and turned to the presence of the one source of the reality of the river of life itself. Everything we need in this or any moment, particularly when we gather together, provides the means for, are we not the very body of truth that is spoken of biblically? Are we not the consciousness and the body of the truth of love at this level of things? And in reclaiming our divine or our birthright inheritance, we may serve the presence of what is already in place, perfect and has not been disrupted in the divine design. And so we are here to understand and feel and engage with a disrupted state of affairs. And we have the choice, the power of choice that hasn't been exercised in the collective sufficiently to this point, to fully turn our attention to what is coming into us and then through us. We don't have to unscramble or fix what has become complex and unresolvable. We simply have to bring the gifts of the river of life, the river of creation, that which came out of Eden into the place that we were created, east of that beautiful place of perfection, and discover that we are empowered to tend and keep the garden that we live in and that we are responsible for. And it happens as we allow the natural processes of purification, the powerful natural processes of the alchemy of love, the love given to us every moment, to literally make all things new, to dissolve the patterns of fragmentation and distraction,